You already know it is the CC takeover. Took over the Annika Pro-Am today. Shut it down. Operation Shut Down. We are talking about thousands of people lined up to watch her play golf. This looked like Gamebridge Fieldhouse. It looked like she was going against the New York Liberty out there, and she was about to hit 3 threes in 28 seconds or something like that. That is what the crowd looked like.
The energy at Annika was off the charts from the very first moment. Thousands of fans, not just a few hundred, flooded the golf course to watch someone who isn't even a professional golfer. It looked less like a calm Wednesday Pro-Am and more like a high-stakes championship basketball game. And that's only the tip of the iceberg. By the time this video ends, you'll witness how Caitlin Clark is reshaping the landscape of women's sports entirely, and basketball isn't even the main focus. But here's the twist. While the world is busy celebrating those record-breaking crowds, a far more intricate story is quietly unfolding behind the scenes. One few dare to talk about. Let me unpack everything step by step in full detail.
Caitlin Clark at the Annika today, and you guys remember the preseason game where the Indiana Fever went back to Iowa? Yeah, it looked like that all over again. It looked like that all over again. It's CC22 jerseys everywhere. It's a movie. It is a movie at the Annika. Caitlin Clark doing it in a way that no one else can. Let's take a look. Look at all these people. Golf at a golf.
Have you ever seen anything like this? It's a rare moment, and he couldn't be more correct. Scenes like this almost never occur in women's golf. But here's the twist. It's no longer really about golf at all. What's happening is the kind of crossover effect sports analysts have speculated about for decades but never expected to witness firsthand. It's when an athlete becomes so magnetic, so influential, that everything they touch rises in impact. Tiger Woods transformed golf. Michael Jordan transformed basketball. Caitlin Clark? She's rewriting the playbook entirely. She isn't just drawing basketball fans to the golf course. She's cultivating an entirely new generation of sports enthusiasts who didn't even exist 6 months ago. And the most astonishing part? The crowds at Sunrise aren't casual onlookers. They're die-hard fans, proudly sporting CC22 jerseys. A level of crossover loyalty that is virtually unprecedented in modern sports.
All the Fever jerseys. Look at the Fever jerseys. Come on, man. This legendary. I reiterate, man. We got to take a look at the swing, but look at all the people out there in the Caitlin Clark Fever clothing, jerseys, CC22 jerseys everywhere at the Annika.
Imagine seeing Fever jerseys at a golf tournament. It feels completely unreal. Pause and let that sink in. And yet, this is exactly the moment the WNBA should have leveraged all season long. Instead, they completely missed the opportunity, and watching it unfold is almost painful. While golf events are smashing attendance records just to catch her swing a club, the WNBA struggled to market their own once-in-a-generation star, during a championship run, no less. But here's the fascinating part that most people are missing. Annika's organizers tapped into something the WNBA still doesn't fully grasp about modern sports culture. It's not just about the game anymore. It's about personality, storytelling, and real human connection. Look at those massive crowds and you can feel it, the raw excitement, the genuine energy. These fans didn't suddenly become golf enthusiasts overnight. They showed up because Caitlin Clark inspires something sports haven't evoked in years. Authentic, emotional engagement that's absolutely worth getting out of bed early for.
Why? They were dying to have her back. Every single league is fully aware of the value that Caitlin Clark brings to the table, except the damn WNBA, and it is a shame. It is a shame. It is a true shame. We got to take a look at her swing, man. I might have to work with you on your swing, CC. Now you actually better than me. I'm not gonna lie. She's better than me. She's better than me.
Last piece of advice, aim right.
Week after week, fans were clamoring for her return, desperate to see her back in action. You can almost hear the frustration in his voice because he's witnessing something the golf world now fully understands. Raw, undeniable star power that goes beyond anyone's sport. Meanwhile, the WNBA spent an entire season mishandling their top attraction, treating her like just another name on the roster. No strategic marketing, no smart scheduling, no real vision for the opportunity right in front of them. Here's the fascinating psychological twist. The golf world immediately recognized what the basketball establishment took months to even acknowledge. Caitlin Clark isn't just an exceptional athlete. She's a full-blown cultural phenomenon. When Annika Sorrento personally pushed to include Clark at her signature event, it wasn't about golf skill. It was about the bigger picture. Authentic legitimacy, global attention, and unmatched relevance. She represents the rare kind of crossover magnetism that can turn a niche sport into must-watch television and transform a single athlete into a cultural movement.
Say, she's used to that.
It's a good swing.
Okay.
That's a fairly good swing, y'all. That is a fairly good swing. That is a fairly good swing. And we got to take a look at Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hall. You know, Tres Leches was in the building. We got to take a look, man. Sophie Cunningham hit a damn fan with a ball. Leave it to Sophie to do something crazy. Leave it to Sophie, man. Gotta love the blonde bomber, man. You leave it to Sophie to do something out of pocket every time.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
They really got like, yeah, she got this whole team.
Check out what unfolds with Sophie Shatinka. This moment perfectly illustrates everything I've been talking about. Sophie has been a solid, dependable WNBA player for years, respected and talented with a strong career. But here's the key: before Caitlin Clark arrived, you never saw Sophie on Good Morning America, and she wasn't popping up on Monday Night Football. And that's not a knock on her. She's an amazing athlete. This is simply the Caitlin Clark effect in action, unfolding in real time. Clark's presence doesn't just attract attention. It amplifies everyone around her. The entire Indiana Fever roster has gone from relative anonymity to mainstream recognition. Lexi Hull is getting noticed at major events. Sophie is teeing off at elite golf tournaments. Aaliyah Boston is landing major endorsement deals. This is the effect of a transcendent superstar. When she rises, everyone else rises with her. Here's the most fascinating part, and it explains those record-breaking crowds. Sophie accidentally hitting a fan with a golf ball goes viral only because Caitlin Clark is part of the moment. That same clip at any other celebrity event might get a few thousand views. Attach Caitlin's name? Millions see it shared worldwide. That's the sheer power of her influence. Everything and everyone around her instantly becomes headline news. Take a second and really pay attention to this moment. Bro, you really brought snacks? Maybe throw in a beer too. Hold on. I need to grab my girl. There it is. What's next? Tough call. Sophie's been in play mode all day. She just wants to mess around and keep the energy flowing. A little to the left. Yeah, just a little. I know. They laugh together, completely at ease. Now pause on this exchange. Notice how effortlessly natural it feels? None of this is staged. It's pure, unfiltered chemistry that jumps right off the screen. And that's exactly what sets Caitlin Clark apart from so many athletes today. She doesn't project that overly polished corporate persona that makes fans feel distant. She's genuine. She's human. You can picture yourself joking around with her just like this. That kind of authenticity is absolute marketing gold in 2024, especially in a world where audiences instantly sense fake vibes. The golf world gets this perfectly. Having Caitlin Clark at your event isn't just about swings or mechanics, though trust me, her technique is shockingly good. It's about capturing that magnetic spark that makes viewers stop scrolling and actually care. And speaking of swings, check out Sophie's shot here. She almost hit a fan by accident. Watch out around Sophie Cunningham. She's got equal parts power and chaos, and it's pure entertainment. You won't believe how hard she actually swung that ball. Honestly, I half expected a complete miss, given our last attempt. The tension was real. Oh my God, this is terrible. Someone yelled as chaos broke out. Cutting head over here. Guys, let's go. Was it really that bad? Applause. That swing was solid practice. Then oh no, she nailed it. You got this, girl. Someone cheered. Total Happy Gilmore energy. She hit that ball so hard it actually struck a fan. Classic Sophie moment. But hey, Caitlin did the same thing last year, so Sophie gets a free pass. And did you catch her expression when it happened? That flash of genuine worry, quickly replaced by relief when the fan laughed it off. Pure, unscripted gold. What's genius is how Annika ran the event. The golf itself was almost secondary. The real magic was crafting an unforgettable experience. Fans weren't just watching swings, they were witnessing history. Caitlin Clark taking over a professional tournament and completely owning the moment. And the unlucky fan Sophie hit? You can bet he's telling that story everywhere he goes. Moments like this are exactly why content like this spreads organically, viral storytelling at its finest. This is the kind of energy that turns casual viewers into lifelong fans. But let's break down what's really happening here, because beneath all the swings, jokes, and laughs lies a serious business story. One that shows why Caitlin Clark's true value is massively underestimated by the league that should benefit most from her success. She laughed, "Don't feel bad. It was worth it." And leave it to Sophie Cunningham to flip the script entirely. Hilarious, honestly. Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexi Hull shutting down the Annika prom? Record-breaking crowds. Thousands lined up just to watch. Incredible. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And don't forget to like and share. Here's where it gets truly fascinating. The economics behind what just went down. One single prom day with Caitlin Clark generates more buzz, media coverage, and mainstream attention than most golf tournaments manage all week. The LPGA has struggled for years to attract casual fans, trying bigger prizes, better players, and strategic partnerships. Nothing really moved the needle. Then Caitlin Clark shows up for just one day, and suddenly golf is trending everywhere on social media. Sports networks are talking about it. Mainstream outlets are covering it. This isn't just star power, it's cultural gravity. She can pull the entire sports media ecosystem toward whatever she touches. And that's the part WNBA executives should be paying serious attention to. And she's pulling this off in her off-season. This isn't even her main sport. Imagine if the WNBA had fully tapped into this kind of appeal during the regular season. The possibilities would have been massive. But let's connect some dots most people completely miss. Remember those sunrise crowds? These aren't casual golf spectators suddenly curious about basketball. They're die-hard Caitlin Clark fans, loyal enough to follow her anywhere. That's the difference between a phenomenal athlete and a true cultural icon. Star athletes dominate their sport. Cultural icons transcend it entirely. Here's where it gets fascinating. What Caitlin Clark means to her fans isn't just basketball skill. It's authenticity in a world full of staged perfection, excellence without arrogance, and competitiveness without cruelty. That rare combination is almost non-existent in modern sports. Most athletes fall into one of two categories: humble but forgettable, or confident and polarizing. Caitlin manages both. Supremely confident yet genuinely likable. That's why people wake up at dawn just to watch her tee off at a golf course. Here's the part that blows my mind. The WNBA had a generational talent, the kind that shows up maybe once every 20 years. And their marketing strategy, essentially, hope someone notices. Meanwhile, golf tournaments are literally begging her to appear. Corporate sponsors are lining up, throwing money her way. Media outlets are creating content around every single move she makes. That is influence on a whole new level, cultural domination in action. Meanwhile, the league that actually employs her seemed completely blind to what was happening. They scheduled her games at times that guaranteed minimal viewership. No special broadcast. No strategic promotion. They treated the Caitlin Clark phenomenon like just another strong rookie season, instead of recognizing it as a once-in-a-generation opportunity to redefine their entire sport. The contrast couldn't be clearer. NKA organizers immediately saw that having Caitlin Clark at their event wasn't just about filling seats. It was about creating a moment that would reverberate far beyond the golf course. They understood her impact instantly. The real question is, when will the WNBA grasp this? And we're not just talking attendance or social media likes. This is about fundamentally reshaping who identifies as a sports fan. Before Caitlin Clark, how many people followed both professional basketball and golf at the same time? Probably very few. Now, basketball fans are tuning into golf, and golf fans are catching WNBA highlights. That kind of crossover appeal is pure marketing gold, expanding the potential audience for both sports like never before. Think about the last time a single athlete completely transformed how people watch a sport. That's exactly what Tiger Woods did in the late 90s and early 2000s. He drew in audiences who would have never cared about golf. Young fans, diverse crowds, anyone who once thought the game was boring. Golf suddenly became exciting because Tiger made it cool. Caitlin Clark is doing something similar, but across multiple sports at once. That's unprecedented. And that's why the crowds at Annika weren't just big, they were historic. What happened at Annika wasn't just a crowd. It was a fundamental shift in sports fandom itself. Thousands lined up, and that alone should make you pause. This wasn't merely a celebrity golf appearance. It was proof of concept. Proof that Caitlin Clark's appeal stretches far beyond basketball. Proof that her influence transcends sports, demographics, and traditional boundaries. The golf world recognized this instantly and capitalized on it perfectly, organizing an event people will remember and talk about for years. Sometimes the biggest victories aren't measured in birdies or pars, they're measured in cultural impact and mainstream relevance. The real question isn't whether Caitlin Clark can fill a golf course. We've already seen that firsthand. The bigger question is whether the institutions that should benefit most from her talent will finally figure out how to harness it before the moment slips away. So what comes next? That's the question everyone should be asking, because we are standing at a crossroads for women's sports. The Caitlin Clark effect proves the audience is there, the demand is real, and the commercial potential is undeniable. But will leagues, sponsors, and organizations adapt fast enough to seize this opportunity? Or will we look back in 5 years and realize we let a once-in-a-generation chance slip through our fingers? The golf world gets it. Corporate sponsors get it. Media outlets get it. The question now is, will the WNBA finally get it too? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This conversation is only just getting started.